Hey guys, welcome to the TechSource.tv. My name's Dan, and today, Dave is not with me. And there's no fish tank behind me. This is my desk, which is on the other side of where we film. So if you flip the camera actually the opposite way around, you see my tank. So the reason why I'm doing this is, one, it's 10:30 at night, my tank is off, the light has a timer and all that jazz, so don't want to mess with my fish. Also, for our last news video, if you guys are wondering, that squirry fish that was going around all crazy, well, he's actually still alive and swimming correctly now. Kind of weird. But anyways, so besides that, Dave's not here because he went to the US for some work training, things like that. So he was gone for a week, got back Saturday night. So plus I don't have a mode of transportation again. Actually, 2 of the cars in my house, well, actually no, 3 out of the 4 cars in my house don't work anymore. So kind of crappy. So that's a work in progress, and that's a totally different thing. So that really sucks. And then, yeah, we took a break for 2 weeks. So you guys might have noticed we haven't uploaded anything for about 10 to 11 days, depending on when this goes out. Now, we definitely needed a break, but in that time, I was working on getting us new content and new stuff. So new products to review, that is all on its way, and we got stuff before it's even out yet. So cool stuff there. And apparently we're going to be the first to have something, so you'll see what that is very shortly. So it's actually in shipping, so cool stuff. Anyways, on to the news from what happened this week. So good old iPad 1 here. So this is not a very good one, but it's an iPad 1. And I'm going to use this. Let's try this out, see how it goes for the show. So I used it once before. So anyways, AMD Pile Driver. Ah, interesting name. FX processors begin production in Q3 2012. So pretty cool stuff there. Also, we got AMD 7970 X2 information. So, or it could even be the 7990. Wow, it just turned off on me. Wonderful. Slide to unlock. Also, Corsair came out with some really new, well, not really new, actually everyone else has done this but Corsair. They came out with an SSD upgrade kit for your laptop, so that's kind of neat stuff. My browser crashed, but finally what I was going to talk about was Diablo 3. So for you guys who are into Diablo 3, well, Diablo 3 is out. You probably already knew that, and it's also, they broke some records. I'm going to tell you about what I think about Diablo 3, and because I'm one of the guys who hardcore played Diablo 2 right from launch almost, maybe with some comparisons, something like that. So anyways, guys, stick around to the TechSource.tv. I'd say this is the casual edition. Yeah, on the couch, just chilling out. So anyways, see you guys later. And actually, no, see you later. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so production of the AMD Pile Driver chip. So this is an AM3 based package. So it's going to be an AM3 based processor. So all your AM3 motherboards right now that use the FX99, well 990 chipset, so the current platform, will work on this, which is great. Also, it's going to be able to use dual channel memory, so you can use up to like DDR3, 1866, which is good. But the main thing about this is it's a new platform. It's going to probably be better than the Bulldozer, which was a huge flop. But the main thing about all this is, maybe AMD actually might come back, make something actually that's really good. So here's some of the processor names. There's going to be there's a few versions. So I'm going to read them off here. So there's the 8-core FX 83050. There's a 6-core FX 6300. And there's a quad-core the 4320. So you can tell by the names that if it starts with an 8, it's an 8-core. It starts with a 6, it's a 6-core. Starts with a 4, it's a 4-core. So pretty awesome. Now, yeah, again, they're sticking with the FX name, which is nothing wrong with that, but the problem was Bulldozer didn't really live up to the expectations of the FX name. So, yeah. Anything else to mention? It's going to have Turbo Core 2.0 technology, and it's going to have the integrated memory controller like before, increases energy efficiency and things like that. That's to be expected. It's going to be die shrunk probably over the Bulldozer. It's going to use probably less power, all that. That's pretty typical stuff to be. And if anything, hopefully it's faster, because FX wasn't really that much faster than Phenom or Phenom, however you like to pronounce it. So yeah, that's that. So anyways, guys, that is the new Pile Driver from AMD. In the world of video cards, you got AMD and NVIDIA, or formerly ATI and NVIDIA. I prefer to say ATI, just because, well, I don't really like saying AMD graphics. I don't know why. It just doesn't sit right with me. So I'm going to keep on saying ATI. For all you guys who just bitch about it, you can, I don't care. You can bitch, but I'm not going to say AMD graphics anymore. Anyways, ATI partners are said to be working on the 7970 X2. Now, the X2 name is interesting. I find this actually kind of interesting. If the name is coming back, the X2, I kind of like that. So that still, you know what, that also leaves room for the 7990, whatever that's going to be. If they choose not to use that name, if they do leave room for that, maybe there might be a more powerful card, and maybe the 7970 X2 will compete against the GTX 690. Because right now, AMD or ATI doesn't really have anything to compete against the latest NVIDIA cards. Their fastest offering, the 7970, only barely keeps up with the GTX 670. So, and the 670 comes at a cheaper price. It comes uses a lot less power. It's a smaller card, and it's like, just at that, you can't really, you know, why would you buy the AMD card or the ATI card? You know what I mean? Even though, like, I'm a diehard ATI fan while wearing an NVIDIA shirt, just the latest generation's ATI cards I've really been disappointed in. Myself, I've switched to an NVIDIA card now just because of rendering and some of the benefits of CUDA. But anyways, the new 7970 X2. Christ, I can't say anything today. Will pretty much be going against the 690. It's gonna have it's kind of projected as they're saying it's gonna have. The insiders are saying it's gonna have 1 gigahertz core clock. If that actually happens, that'd be pretty awesome. You know, dual chip, 1 gigahertz each core clock. That'd be a pretty fast card. You know, we know from the 7970 when they are clocked at a gigahertz, they are very fast. They're faster than the 680. For some reason, they just come really underclocked from the factory. You know, we already know that the 7970 is an excellent chip. It overclocks well, and clock for clock, when you do overclock it, it's faster than the 680. So that's pretty cool. No matter what, it's still, when it does come out, it's probably going to use more power than the 680. It's probably going to be more expensive, or maybe even around the same price, but it's like $1,000 for a video card. Ouch, that's a lot of money. So maybe ATI or AMD actually pull something out of their bag and do what they used to do. Make good priced video cards with excellent performance. No one's been doing that for a while. I don't know why. Corsair. Now, this is a company we all know that makes everything nowadays. Like, they make everything. They went from the guys who just made memory and flash drives, and then they're like, oh, hey, we'll make some power supplies. And then, out of nowhere, then they made a case. And they just kind of exploded. Corsair now makes everything. They make speakers, headsets, SSDs, memory, everything. And everything they make, they generally do a really good job at. Now some other cases, like the Corsair 300R, I think it's called, kind of expensive, not the best build quality. There's better cases you can buy for the money, from what I've seen. But for SSDs, memory, and all that stuff, what they originally started doing memory kind of things, they're generally solid at doing it. So anyways, well, as we know, Corsair is not new to the whole memory game and SSD game. So they came out with an upgrade kit for your laptop. So if you're a laptop user, especially for my laptop, I've been looking to upgrade the SSD, and I really don't want to reinstall the whole OS. It's a lot of work, especially because I got things set up the way I like it on my laptop. I haven't formatted it in ages because it's been really good and stable. Now they've come out with this SSD upgrade kit. So basically, you plug your SSD in to this USB dongle, pretty much. Takes CLATA power, plugs it in, goes through a USB. You run this utility disk on your Windows-based PC, and then it pretty much makes a complete image copy, throws it onto the SSD, and then after that, you take out your standard regular hard drive, you pop in the SSD, and your computer's good to go. There's no difference. I'd say after that, maybe make some modifications to Windows, like turn the auto defrag off and things like that, and change all the power saving settings off and put everything to high performance, so then the SSD works at its full potential, your laptop works at its full potential. You might not get the best battery life, but you'll get a battery life increase anyways from not having a mechanical hard drive. So, but it'll just be better. So it's awesome to see Corsair came out with these. Now, Kingston's had one for a while. I think a couple other companies had them for a while, so it's good to see finally Corsair is recognizing the laptop market, finally. But even then, this is more geared for your general user, but it's still a nice handy feature to have when upgrading to a SSD if you don't want to reinstall Windows. And I know I wouldn't, because it's just a pain in the ass, honestly. But hey, it's great to have, and now they have it with the Force 3 128 gig model. Now, I don't know what others. Oh no! Oh, you stupid iPad. Just trying. Let me double check what models they have it for. Come on. They got a whole step-by-step in the link below. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right now. In the link below, there's a whole step-by-step on how to install it, how to set it up, blah, 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 all that stuff. It doesn't just tell you what sizes they are coming in, but Man, this thing sucks. But anyways, so they're probably going to come out with like it's probably going to be available for all their SSDs. You probably just buy the upgrade kit separately, most likely from Corsair, or you can even probably buy. I wouldn't doubt they're going to sell the SSD with the upgrade kit. So ITX PCs. Now in the past, I did a build of an ITX PC. We will be reviewing another ITX case. Now a lot of people had a lot of hate about it. They're like, "Whoa, why did you do an ITX? That's so small and it's overpriced for the size." But it's like you're missing the entire point about ITX. It's the size, it's the form factor, it's small, and you can still build a powerful PC. But everyone's like, "It's stupid." And it's like, shut up. I love ITX PCs for that fact. You can have an awesome rig in this tiny little package. Yeah, they're not 99% of the time they're not the best to build it. Usually they're these aluminum boxes, and you just have to shove everything in there. You have to be like a magician with cable management, which is awesome because it puts your skills to the test. And it's kind of part of the hobby. You know, you get to build PCs in different form factors and different things like that. A lot of people really miss the point about that. But anyways, besides that, I think ITX is great because it works great for home theater. It works great for LAN PCs because now you can actually get like small video cards that are actually decently powerful, and you can fit a lot of powerful hardware now in an ITX form factor. You couldn't do that not too long ago, which is great. So, but now, BitFenix has seen the light and sees my mindset at least about ITX PCs. Now, I know Silverstone has done that. Leon Lee has done that. I might be missing a few, but those are the main players that make these ITX kind of gaming-oriented cases. Now, BitFenix has made the Prodigy. Now, in the past, we've talked about the Prodigy, and there was like they're kind of showing it off, and at a show a few months ago, we talked about it, and I was blown away. I love it. I think it's sweet. But now the Prodigy is officially unveiled. It's announced. A couple reviewers have got it. We haven't got. I have to talk. We will get ours eventually, I hope. I think it's a badass looking case. So the Prodigy is an ITX case. So if you don't know what ITX is, it's like small motherboard, and you got one single PCI Express slot. It's tiny. It's basically a cube. Now the Prodigy is a pretty badass looking case. It kind of reminds me of the Mac Mini, especially if maybe not the Mac Mini, the Mac Cube. If you guys remember that from like early 2000s, it was a little cube. And this one kind of reminds me of it, but it's also like a crossbreed of the Mac Pro because of the handles on the top. And the handles are actually pretty interesting. I'll get to that in a second. But anyways, the Prodigy is pretty awesome because it's got this sweet little look. It's a tiny little cube, and you get it white or black. I'd probably get it, I don't know. I like the black because the black front has a ventilation, the white doesn't. It looks like from these pictures. Also, you can put up to 5 hard drives in this thing. But if you take out the top hard drive bay and you just leave it to 2, which it's probably all you need, you just put a 1 terabyte, like a WD Black 1 terabyte as your game drive, and then a 128 gig drive, like a Corsair or Kingston SSD. You put it there as your boot drive. Man, that thing would be such a fast rig. And then because you took out that top drive bay, now you can put full-length video cards like a 680, a 7990, or 7970, 90 isn't out yet, and all that stuff. Also, it's got all the soft touch plastic, just like you'd be expected from all BitFenix cases. And on top of that, the handles I was talking about on it, the handles are actually like they compress and you can bend them. They actually work as like a shock absorbing thing. So if you drop the case, well, I don't know why you'd drop your PC, but if you place it on the ground, it's like for vibration, things like that. And when you pick it up, like they're apparently, I've some reviewers are saying it's like a pretty much indestructible plastic, and I'd like to test that myself. And it's got USB 3 on the front of it. You know, our standard BitFenix quality that you've come to know. Like their cases are well built, so that's good. It's just overall a really solid looking case. I'm gonna go to the gallery here. I'm just gonna look at some of the pictures, and I'll have them on the screen as well. So on the side of the case, we've got ventilation, and actually one other cool thing about this case, you can put a rad in the front of it, and you can put a rad on the top of it. So a 2x120 rad on the top, or a 2x120 rad in the front. So it gives you actually options for that, which is really cool. 120mm fan in the back. You can actually put full tower CPU coolers in the top of it. Single DVD drive, all that stuff. So it's it's a fully loaded case aimed for gamers, not like your standard ITX cases that are more aimed for ITX PCs, and kind of gaming was a second thought. This case has everything included. It's a fully loaded case, and it's not like aluminum or anything like that. It's actually properly built like a normal case. So unlike aluminum cases, when you take the sides off, you got like unscrew like a bazillion little screws, and it's like just a pain in the butt. This looks like it's designed to be a normal case. It's made out of steel, and it's small. So it's going to be rugged, small, fit all your hardware in it. If anything, like if this thing's, if I ever do get one, if it's as good as it looks in the pictures and from what I'm reading, I think this would be like the best LAN case ever. It would be definitely giving the Vulcan a run for its money. So Diablo 3, it came out this week. I bought it the day before it came out. I pre-ordered it so then I could preload it and then play it as soon as it came out. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to midnight launches, get the collector's editions. Now, one of the kind of neat things about collector's editions, apparently people are buying it, ripping it apart, and selling bits of it on eBay. And people are paying crazy cash for this, which is just stupid. But for once in a long time, this is actually one game I probably would have went to the midnight launch if I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to work. Also, the limited edition is actually limited edition, unlike the Halo 3 Legendary Edition. The big box came with the helmet. You can still find those everywhere. So, yeah. Anyways, some really cool things about Diablo 3. It set a record for the fastest selling game of all time. So, it basically set the world record for the most amount of sales in 24 hours, which was like 3.5 million copies. Now it's gone on and sold over 6.3 million copies, which is insane. It's a crazy amount of games. It's just unreal. So good job to Blizzard for doing that. They outsold every other game out there, so there's a lot of shitty games that did sell a lot. I don't know why a lot of people like them. It's just a crappy game like Call of Duty. It's a really shitty game. Like, you really shouldn't play it. It's bad and it's just cancer. But Diablo 3 is spreading, and hell is spreading, and it's good. It's a good game. Definitely play it. I haven't been enjoying it. I haven't been playing it much, though. I've only got to Act 3. I think yesterday I got to Act 3, so I'm level 29 now, Witch Doctor, doing pretty good. Like my zombie dogs and my giant guy I forget the name of him, but the zombie dogs are sick, and having a lot of fun with that. So it's a good game. Playing with friends, and we're having a lot of fun with that. So comparison to Diablo 2, very similar, but there's some things they changed, and I kind of like what they changed. At the same time, there's a few things I'd like that they kept, like identification scrolls I'd like if they had, mana pots, and like healing pots are still there, but you don't really use them that much. Maybe you use them more in Hell or Nightmare, so over normal, because I still haven't beaten the game yet. But it's been a pretty good game so far. But Diablo hasn't been smooth sailing. Now, there's the infamous Error 37 when the game first came out. No one could play it. Also, there's been some issues with some hacking lately, so which kind of sucks. A little bit of security holes, so definitely get an authenticator on your account if you don't have one, or just beef up your password. Now, I know Blizzard has a weird way of doing passwords. You can't have like symbols or things in it, so it's kind of stupid. I should be able to make my password as long as I want. As long as I want, and as complex as I want, and yeah. So, but they have the authenticator if you want that, if you have issues with hacking, and they're usually really good at getting your account back, which is great. Also, there's they nerfed one skill on the monk, which was his healing skill. So they nerfed that a little bit because apparently he healed too much and it made him pretty much indestructible and he couldn't die. So that's still not really an issue when you play in a group and you play with a group of... Oh, another thing I really don't like is how you have to have a group of 4 people. I remember in Diablo 2, you could have a group of 8 people. Now, there was more classes in Diablo 2, especially with the expansion, but still, come on. Make it 8 people. Why 4? What's with all these new games with only minimum 4 people? I have more than 4 friends, for Christ's sakes. We all want to play together. Like at least 6. That'd be perfect. At least 6, because then you have one of every class. So, because there's 5 classes total. And still, it'd be nice more than 4. Come on. Maybe they'll add that in expansion or something, but I highly doubt that. So, anyways, guys, Diablo 3 has been great for me. It's had a little bit of a shaky start, the game, but it's been overall a great game, a lot of fun. So, have you guys played Diablo 3? Are you thinking of picking it up? You haven't picked it up? Or are you part of the 6.3 million people who've picked the game up already? Thanks for watching today, guys. Now, as I said in the beginning, we had to take a bit of a break. We didn't do a video in a long time now. We just needed the break. It definitely helped. We'll be going back to full service very soon. I'll be working on 2 new videos really soon. I got a couple. I did an unboxing of a 670, so I'll edit that, put that up this week for you guys. Definitely like that. I did it late at night, and just like this video, I did it late at night. And yeah, probably not the most enthusiastic right now. It's late. I want to go to bed. I've had a long day, so. But I'm here making a video for you guys and pushing on. So, anyways, so we'll see you guys next week. Dave should be back. I don't know if we'll be at his place or my place yet. We'll figure that out later in the week. But anyways, for everyone who said they were in Toronto, that's good. Good to hear. We have a lot of kind of Ontario viewers, guys who are close to us. So we might still be doing a meetup. If we do a meetup on our 1 year anniversary, so that's the Tech Source's, not 1 year, I mean 2 year anniversary of the Tech Source. So it's been 2 years of Tech Source on June 14th. So that weekend, if we do a meetup, we'll meet up somewhere at a parking lot, Tim Hortons, whatever. And when we shoot a video there, maybe even do a live, kind of, semi-live for you guys on YouTube, live for the people who are with us, and we'll do something like that. Maybe find some things to give away. Try to give some things to you guys on YouTube, but also for the people who make it out. So we'll figure that out. We'll do that. Definitely got to talk to Dave about that, so we'll sort it all out, and then after, we'll let you guys know. So anyways, remember to check out our Facebook page, definitely, because if you are kind of lost and wondering what's going on when we do kind of go absent a bit on YouTube, we are always on Facebook and updating that, so please check that out. There's only about 1,500 of you right now, I think, so we need it'd be nice to have all of you guys on both. If you don't like Facebook, it doesn't matter, you can still view it without liking our page, so there you go. And I think I might start up our Twitter account again. We do have a Twitter account somewhere out there. I think it's Tech Source. I might start it again, and I'll be tweeting on that on my phone. So, and they'll be doing some behind the scenes at Tech Source as well with our Facebook account. So if you guys are being into Twitter. So, anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys later. See you guys next week. Upcoming videos very soon. So there's a case review, case unboxing, another thing review, and some other really cool stuff's coming up soon. And yeah, I can't talk about a lot of this stuff. Unfortunately, I would love to, but I would get my pants sued. So, anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, and see you next week for a full-on news video. None of this casual thing and me being tired. So, see ya.